What? What?
Nothing. It's dragging stuff. Like wrestling a bear.
Well, they're wide backs and they're like bears.
Mm.
You know, wide backs are great, but they weigh 1 billion pounds a bolt. Is that a true amount? Like, can you say that?
No, they don't weigh 1 million pounds a bolt.
Not 1 million, 1 billion pounds a bolt.
Oh, well, they don't weigh that either. If they don't weigh 1 million, they don't weigh 1 billion.
They might. This morning. Who's there? Can we I made my screen bigger, but then when I make my screen bigger so I can see you, then I don't see the comments anymore.
No
Maybe
comments.
do I see the comments anyway? I don't see the comments anyway, so it doesn't matter. Only when Thomas and I did it and I hosted it could I see the
host. You see it.
Okay, that's it. I was like, I know I saw him pop up one time.
Thomas went to Quilters Day Out Saturday and did a demo.
What kind of demo did he do? I want to know.
He did a demo on the basic steps of applique embroidery.
Oh, that's a fun one. I like that.
So, I have.
Oh, stop.
I'm trying to think if this is the best way to do this or not. Oh, it won't. Oh, stop.
What are we trying to do?
I was gonna show here. I'm gonna do
prints.
Copy. I'm gonna put it in here. We made a video and we put it on the YouTube there.
Oh, fun.
So now it's in the comments.
Oh, fun. Of his little demo?
Of his demo. It's a little 4-minute video, but he added more because he was on a stage, so he would pause and commentate and such.
Oh,
but
this
is the quick gist of the whole thing.
Good job, Thomas.
Good job, Thomas.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, maybe this will work.
I have a bunch of new stuff this week. Do you have new things? Oh, Stacey just found more.
No, we got a whole bunch of creams. You ordered us a whole bunch of creams.
Oh, like
the itty bitties.
Yeah. Like
no, they're cream.
Cream on whites.
Yes.
White on cream. White on cream.
White. Yeah. White. Right.
Light colored, tone on tone.
You can low volume it till the cows come home now.
Make a low volume. I want to make a low volume quilt.
I made one. I found it the other day.
I want to make a low volume quilt and I want to put a big flower on it or something.
Did you get your quilt that I made you?
A big collage thing. It's here somewhere. I haven't looked. I just walked in the door, remember?
Don't lose my quilt.
It's fine. It's fine. So, what do we want to do? What do we want to show first? New things?
You can do your new things.
Okay. I have lots of new things. So, I love a gadget, right?
Yes.
And gadgets lately have been a little hard to come by. Like new.
No, they've not really been coming out with new fun gadgets.
Even when I talk to the suppliers. But one of my customers came in the other day and said, "Have you seen this magic binding maker?" And I said, "Well, I don't know that I have." And so I looked it up and she said, "It's awesome." She had one. And I said, "Well, let's find out about it." So I ordered them. They come in 2 sizes, one for 2 1/4 inch binding and one for 2 1/2. So depending on what you like to cut yours. And it folds it and presses it over and rolls it. And you roll it on this little.
Does Thomas need to see this?
I think he does because I haven't even gotten to play with it yet because to be honest with you, they're kind of few and far to come by at the moment.
Like, it's from the magic people.
Right, from the magic pin people.
And what do you do?
It's so you stick the binding in there. You stick it in there. And it folds it. And then you wrap it and you have it on this little spool.
Oh.
So
it's on a spool.
Yeah. So
handy.
That'll shove in your bag real nice.
Right. So so you can do it for 2 and if you like to cut yours 2 1/4 or 2 1/2, there are different sizes. So this is all I have right now because I got them in and people started buying them.
They ate them all up.
Yeah, and so I didn't want to even get this one out and play with it because I didn't want to take
People may
it
want to do it.
until we get some more back in. So, magic binding tool. Keep your eyes peeled for this. We may have to do a demo on this
Might.
once we get some more stock. So, fun new notion. You might have seen, if you haven't, go back and look at the post. I did a week or two ago. I rearranged here in Centerville, and we have the wall with all the By Annie's and all the Sally Tomato purse hardware and zippers and webbing and fold over elastic and all that in one place now. And this is a new, I just grabbed one thing. This is a new Sally Tomato hardware piece. They're screw together grommets.
What are they?
Screw together grommets.
I know. I just want you to say it again.
Screw together grommet. I got it.
You got it.
Those are fun. So that's a new ditty there. Cute little Easter pattern. Not necessarily new, just back in stock for that time of year. Cute little table runner. This one is fun. We've had lots of people looking for little zippered bag pouches, and this one's kind of a little more fun than just a plain old Jane one. This uses the tiny twister or the mini twister, and we have both those templates in stock. Fun, cute little.
Which there are a ton of patterns for that mini twister.
Oh, yeah, lots of.
It's been out for quite some time.
Cool cats, applique. Super fun. They're cats with their sunglasses. They're ready for summer. I'm ready for summer. Oh, sorry.
Was that you?
Yeah, I don't know how to make that stop. Sorry. Office Depot wants me to do something. This is a fun new design by Janine Babbage. So this is an embroidered.
Oh, Janine Babbage, Thomas.
Yeah, check that out. It's spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. That's what it says above those little flowers.
Hold on. Okay, back.
Ooh,
He loves him some Janine Babbage.
I do.
Ooh.
He's
So
a big fan.
New in stock. We got some books. Some are new, some are just we haven't had in a while. This is a fun Pat Sloan. Teach me how to make my first quilt. Even if you've made a first quilt, this is a nice book with some really good tips and tricks on all the fun things from cutting and squaring up to stitching and sewing. This is a book called The Ultimate Guide to Sewing Machine Feet. This is a new book, and it's not specific to one brand or another. So they have examples of feet from multiple different brands in here, and how they work with the machines.
Is that the lady?
Huh?
Is that the lady?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is something different. Yeah. So, but I thought this was really kind of a neat book to give us information into our presser feet. A lot of the brands have their own foot book, and that's super handy and great, but maybe you don't necessarily have one of those specific brands that has one. So that's a really nice auxiliary thing.
Tool in your toolbox.
Resource.
A
lot of resource things here today. Rotary cutting basics. So we recently had ABCs of quilting class. Rotary cutting is something we go over, but this is a really nice resource to give you some input and info on how you can cut and cut safely. So that's a fun little ditty for anybody who's newer to rotary cutting. Simply Double Dipped. Cute new quote book. Freestyle color collage.
Oh,
I thought that was kind of fun. Working with different colors and how to create some collage type quilts without necessarily having a pattern. Quilt block extravaganza. So this has lots of different quilt blocks in it. Great for using scraps and stash. Lots of little pieces there. A new color guide book. So a lot of times people come in and say, I struggle with how to pick my colors. A lot of information and resources all on color. I wish my sewing room looked like that. With those baskets, look at that. I just want this book just for inspiration there. So we've got color guide, the strip quilt secrets. So if you've ever been interested in learning how to do any fun things with strip quilting, this has lots of cute patterns, techniques, shibori. Gotta love some shibori, some dyed fabrics. How to utilize those dyes, get the fun patterns. And then this is a brand new one, just hot off the press, came in. Inspiring improv. Explore creative piecing with curves, strips, slabs, and more. So kind of interested in some of that modern type quilting. This is a great resource to learn how to go about doing that. Some new fabrics. Ugh. Love this. This is a new wide back. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
It's like pink splatters. And this one, oh, another new wide back.
Ooh,
Isn't that cool?
that's fun.
I love that. I might make a duvet out of it just because.
Did you hear that, Thomas? She might make a duvet out of it.
I could do that. It's just a big piece. Look at this one.
He's laughing a lot.
I know. Look at this pretty piece.
That's pretty.
And it's like somebody's already come in and whacked off a huge chunk of it because it was so pretty, like the day that we got it. So if you love this one, it's got a nice big repeat on it. It's about a 24-inch repeat.
Wonder what that would be like in a one block wonder.
That's what she bought it for. She's so excited. My UD. Look at him with the cute little flyer man. He's on
flyer pillowcase for the UD fan in your life.
Yeah. These aren't necessarily new, but I wanted to show you.
And you sent that to us, yes?
I sent some down to Lexington. These are just a few Easter pieces.
So we will have all that in the fat quarters. So if you want something more than fat quarters, reach out to Ohio and they can send it down.
Yeah, I love these eggs.
Those are nice.
Those are fun. I want to make an Easter stocking because I think that would be fun. Wouldn't it be fun to make Easter stockings?
Easter baskets, not Easter.
I think it would be fun to make Easter stockings.
No.
Yeah. And this week we're heading into St. Patty's. If you need to get your St. Patty's projects done, we've got some St. Patty's fabric. These are just a couple. Same thing with the Easter. There's more. Easter, St. Patty's. I got a new, I didn't bring the pattern over because I've already shown you the pattern, but Miss Terry made this bag. I'm going to have to back up.
It's a big bag.
This is the by Annie's Two Big Totes pattern. So
get it? Too big?
Two big totes.
Too big.
Largest size of the two. It's got the great zipper pocket in the front. Got another pocket in the back. It's got a zipper closure on the top. So it's got a flap closure with a zipper so you can put all your stuff in and zip it up. It's got great pockets inside. So if you need a tote, here's the way to go, right?
It's got a good bottom.
It's got a good bottom. Yeah. She used cork on the bottom.
Which is perfect.
Yes. And
if you've not sewn with cork before.
And there's an acrylic base.
If you've not sewn with cork before, cork is really easy to sew with. You just can't make mistakes because it will leave needle holes.
Needle holes.
So you do have to make sure that when you sew it right the first time.
Right.
But it's so nice to sew with.
This is, I'm jumping from new to, this is a class.
Well, we're not talking about classes yet.
Well, I want to talk about it.
Well, it's not, there's a list. You're jumping on my list.
Okay, go.
No. What about your bag? Is that new or?
Well, it's not a new product.
But
are we going to talk about National Quilting Month?
Well, okay, hold on. Let's start.
Because I was going to talk about that during National Quilting Month.
Okay. So first, we're going to talk about the Sew a Lot referral program. So.
That's what they're all saying at home. Woo!
Is that please raise your hand if everybody went woo when I opened that up.
They're super excited.
So with the Sew a Lot referral program, we have a lot of displaced sewing customers out there in the world now.
Right.
And what we're going to do is, if you should happen to come across or know someone, and it doesn't have to be a displaced Joann's customer, it can be anyone, but if you've got a friend that is interested or looking for a sewing machine and you refer them to us, if they come in and schedule a demo or get a demo and tell it, now this is the most important part. If they come in for a demo, they have to tell us that you referred them. But if they tell us that you referred them for a demo, you will get a $10 Sew a Lot gift card.
Woo! Now they're saying it. Woo!
There you go, Leslie. I was waiting for you to do it. So anyone you refer to us that comes in and gets a demo, as long as they tell us you referred them, you will get a $10 Sew a Lot gift card. Then, if they should buy a sewing machine, you will get another gift card, all contingent on what sewing machine they purchase. And they will get a coupon for discounted accessories.
Woo! So, and they can come in for a demo. They can call us to schedule a demo.
They can schedule a demo. They can stop in for a demo. The important part is, if they get a demo, they have to tell us.
So-and-so, Liz referred me to come here.
Right. Betty told me to come in here.
Get a demo. Yeah.
Sally says I should get a demo. So make sure that you are telling your friends, your family, strangers at the Kroger.
Yeah.
Walking through Kroger.
Share this, I don't know what you call this thing with all the people you know. Because we're finding that there are lots of people that are in a panic.
Yes, because they don't know where to go to get sewing machines.
The other day, do you remember the story, Henny Penny?
Right.
I literally
it
had
feels like that a lot lately.
A little bit of a Henny Penny moment when someone was like, "Where am I ever going to buy interfacing again?"
Or sewing machine needles.
And I said, "They're right here. It's okay. We have them." And she said, "Oh, I didn't know what I was going to do."
No, I'm not going to lie.
So make sure that you share with your friends, because you know what? A lot of new sewers don't know that there are independent stores out there. Right. So whether it's us or somebody in your local area, make sure that you're sewing, people that they know, because it is sad that we're losing, this big
source.
And now people they're panicking, and we don't want panic. We want to do what we can to help. We can't have everything they had. That's not going to happen. But
we don't have the space.
But we're going to do our best to meet the needs that we can. So make sure you share this with your friends or colleagues or people at the grocery. Yeah.
Right. That's what I said, at the Kroger.
Yeah.
Next, Project Linus.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I needed to talk to you about this. We need to schedule the people to come in. So we need to send something out in an email.
What do you mean?
like the volunteers. We need to get
It's
like
on, right.
I know we need like a thing.
People's been calling here, and
Like
we've
a
been putting them
time
on a list.
Yeah, like we need like a time slot or something. I got to figure it out. If you want to volunteer to come and sew for Project Linus, you need to call us.
What's happening? Tell them what's happening on Saturday, March the 29th.
Saturday, March 29th.
We're having a Project Linus sit and sew.
Yeah. And you can come and you can sew. We'll have kits already ready and cut and all of that. We'll have machines set up. You just need to come and be the manpower. We're going to make quilts for Project Linus and for all of the organizations in our communities that they support. And so we need lots of volunteers. Anybody who wants to get involved.
What if you can't come?
If you can't come, just come in or stop by, or you can put it in the email that you're going to send that you didn't know about. My girls from Project Linus brought me a great resource sheet on like what they need, like how big, what.
So you can make quilts at home from your stash.
And then you can drop them off. We have a bin in our stores.
And if you have maybe some scraps that you want to donate, I mean,
not like little tiny scraps, but like
useful. Or if you don't have anything and you can't come and you want to come buy a 3-yard quilt kit and just, you don't have time to sew. You don't really have anything to donate. You can come in, purchase a 3-yard quilt bundle and donate that.
Yeah, definitely.
So you don't necessarily have to be here on
the 29th,
but there are ways you can help.
But we want some people here on the 29th.
Right, but we do want people.
So if you can come on the 29th and sew, we'll schedule like 2-hour windows. Like that's you can come in and sew for 2 hours, but we kind of need you to sign up and not just
so we know how many people are coming.
We have enough machines and space and all of that. And so we can sort out times. Like we don't everybody to come at 10 o'clock. Maybe some come at noon, some come, a little later, that sort of thing. And we can spread it out. And if you want to come and stay all day, we can sign you up for that. And you can pack your lunch. We have a refrigerator.
All the things.
All the things.
We have a microwave.
So do we. I'm super excited about this. We had somebody come in the other day and she brought 2 bags full of blankets and quilts.
Yes.
For Project. I'm super excited that people are starting to find that we are a drop-off place for it. If you need more information about it, I will get that sheet to you and you can post it in all the places and send it out in an email. And if you want to come in the store, I have it pinned on the bulletin board so you can take a picture of it or we can make you a copy.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm super excited about Project Linus. That's the 29th. Did we say that? The 29th.
You did, and it's on the sheet.
Okay, the 29th. Perfect.
Leslie.
It's National Quilting Month. It's March.
What do you want to show them?
Though yesterday I thought it was April all day and I had a panic attack. So
I would have a panic attack too.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I missed the paying the fees of this sport and now I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, so National Quilting Month. Like we all know quilting, right? A quilt. You can make a big quilt. You can make a little quilt. You can make a baby quilt. You can make a quilt for Project Linus. You can do all these fun things. But I don't do so well with large projects because I don't get them finished. I get a little bored or sidetracked. I don't know if you ever noticed that about me. So I love to quilt. I love the idea of like quilting things. So I like to take smaller projects that can be quilted or even pieced and quilted and turned into other fun projects. So I started this. What? Why are you laughing at me?
Scott said, same.
So good. See, I started this project last fall, winter, and and I was like, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do it in spring fabric because then when I get it finished, it'll be already an inspiration for spring. Well, then 2 weeks came about 2 weeks ago came about and I saw the pile of half the blocks laying on my table and I went, I should finish that because it's almost spring. So I decided that for National Quilting Month, I was going to get this project done so we could share it. So I pieced all
Which
the
people,
blocks.
that is a huge, huge.
Yeah, I pieced all these blocks.
She is not a piecer.
I did it all by myself.
She doesn't like to piece.
And I squared them all up.
She's not a fan.
And I put them all together. And then I layered them with Form Plus. So it's a fusible foam. I used the double-sided fusible foam. I layered my quilt top, the foam, and then I just used a piece of
you could show us
muslin. No, you can't, because then I lined it.
Oh,
I used just a piece of muslin on the back side so that when I was quilting, like rather than having the foam catch on my feed dogs, by having the muslin on the back side,
right,
so it would slide smoothly. So I just used a piece of muslin on the back, fused all 3 layers together, and I just channel quilted this with
channel quilt.
I used channel quilting. I didn't mark anything.
You used the guidelines, didn't
I
you?
used my grids and my guidelines that were built in on my Epic 3 is what I used to do this one. But there are other machines that have those grids and guidelines. If you haven't seen that, schedule a demo and come in and see how that works, because if you are a quilter, it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, and then I found a fun piece to line it with, and I used leather handles, and I made myself a quilted tote. So even if you're not a quilter, National Quilting Month,
it's made fun of.
Yeah, my kids are dorks.
Do you think Savannah and Mom are watching?
Probably. She didn't make fun of it. She wasn't home, so it's the other 2 that were being mean to me. It's fine. But so you can participate in National Quilting Month and not have to make a quilt.
Right.
So
it doesn't have to be a quilt.
Make a tote bag or quilted jackets or whatever you want to. But I like the idea of doing a small amount of piecing and making a tiny quilt and turning it into something else.
Yes.
Because that's doable for me. I can finish it.
Right.
And isn't this fabric cute? It's got little bees on it and little flowers. It's a cute line. So come in.
Because of National Quilting Month, with any purchase of a FOF or a Husqvarna Viking over $600, you're going to get an extension table.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Right.
Extension table, you need that space for when you quilt.
And I used mine when I did this project.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
You can get, to go along with your quilting, a machine with IDT starting at $6.99. If you're in Canada, they're $7.99.
Yeah, we know that. Because if you get the wrong marketing down from Canada, the prices are different.
And then your sister calls and yells at you.
It happens.
So $6.99 for a machine with IDT. What is IDT?
Integrated dual transport or built-in walking foot.
Better than a walking foot.
It's better than a walking foot because it's built in. So it functions and works not only like when you're straight sewing, but you can use it when you put in a zipper, and you can use it when you do applique. You can use it in all these different places. And what that does, because if you don't understand what a walking foot does, is all of our sewing machines have feed dogs on the bottom, right? That grab our fabric, and they are what pull it through under the presser foot as we sew. If you have multiple layers of fabric that are laying on top of those teeth that are
the bottom ones are the only ones pulling.
It's the only thing that's really, making contact with those teeth is that bottom layer. So that top one has to ride along with it.
And we hope it rides at the same speed.
The more thickness, the more layers you have, the less likely that those are all going to ride through at the same speed.
Then you get this weird shifty.
And then you end up with one longer than the other. And we don't want that. So when you add IDT to the top, then it's going to have teeth on the top and the bottom, and it's going to feed both the top layer and the bottom layer so that it's moving them at an even rate of speed. So Pfaff
introduced that in the 70s.
Pfaff introduced that in the 70s. We do now see it on some other brands. Some of the Husqvarnas have it.
And out, and everybody took it.
Yep, the Berninas. We have it on some of those. But definitely, if you've never seen built-in dual feed, make sure you check that out, because
for $6.99,
and that's a portable machine. It weighs
14
about
pounds.
13 pounds,
Yeah.
and you can take it with you anywhere, and it sews beautifully. I
Yeah.
took mine to Paducah last year and made a t-shirt quilt in my hotel room.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, so it's a great on-the-go little buddy. It's also a great little machine if you don't have a lot of space.
Right. So again, free extension tables with Pfaff or Vikings over $600 this month to add to your quilting. Bernina. It's Friends and Family Month. So we got 20% off most Bernina models. So that is the lowest price of the year on Berninas. We've got 20% off Bernina and Burnett presser feet and big books. And the hot buy.
The hot buy is
Thomas's favorite. He loves a Burnett 79.
Yes, it's sewing and embroidery combination at $14.99.
And it has dual feed.
And it comes with 3 hoops. It's
a deal.
It's a really nice machine. So check it out. If you're interested in maybe getting into embroidery, it's a nice place to start.
We sold all the other kits that we showed last week. I almost said last month. We still have the Yuletide. If anyone is interested in the Yuletide kit, it is here. We're waiting for a new home. Start it now. Be ready for Christmas.
It's so
Let
cute.
us know, and it's 30% off. So
and it's a big quilt.
It's like 70 something by almost 90. It's
80 by 92. That's what it says right there on the picture.
Oh, my slide thing is over. Well, my swiper is over top of it. I can't read it. But yes, it's a nice size. So if you're interested in it, call Lexington and we will send it wherever. Scott, did you know that Aero cabinets are on special this month? But you can get a Kiwi with the purchase of a Wallaby, a Kangaroo and Joey, or an Aussie.
Ooh, and the Kiwi is fabulous because it's this great little cabinet that you can move around. It has drawers. It has some thread storage. It comes with a cutting and a pressing mat. I love it.
Scott said, really? Kiwi valued at $6.99, and you're getting it for free with those 3 cabinets. And if you have a small space, might I recommend a Bandicoot?
Ooh.
A Bandicoot is a fantastic option for small space.
You know what would fit great in that Bandicoot?
A Passport.
A Passport.
You know what else?
A Passport and a Bandicoot.
You know, decent sized machines fit in a Bandicoot.
Right, like a
Expressions.
Yeah, or a Sapphire. Yeah, it's a great cabinet.
If you're looking for great for Burnett's, he says.
And it closes up.
Tiny.
So
you in a closet.
You can lock it away.
Lock it away.
Hands.
Thread storage.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are on special. Classes. Leslie, are you ready?
I guess so.
Do you want me to do the ones that are online first, or you want to show what you have?
Do them online. I just have one sample, I think, for class that I'm going to talk about because it's a class that's coming up like, I think tomorrow. And there's still some room. So if somebody wants to take it, it's a fun one.
So classes. So in Lexington, don't forget, we have Sit and Sews on Fridays. You do need to just call and let us know if you're coming to Sit and Sew so we can make sure we've got space for you. This is new, long arm test drive.
Ooh.
If you're interested in a long arm machine and would like to bring a small project in, I believe I said 50 by 40. If you schedule a time, bring in a 50 by 40 quilt. It could be a table runner, a baby quilt. It could be a piece of fabric that you just are wanting to quilt and turn into a bag.
Yeah.
You can make an appointment to come in and sit down with one of the staff and learn how to long arm quilt your project. So there is a fee for this because you will be,
It's going to
Sorry.
take some instruction.
Sorry. Keep talking.
It's going to take some instruction, but this is very cool. I like this idea. I might come and take it.
So you do need to schedule an appointment based on your schedule. So just give us a call and let us know. Make sure you have your project. Kim is going to do this half square triangle frenzy class.
I like it.
Using all half square triangles to do this little, it's a block, basically. You can use it as a block. You can turn it into a pillow. You can
I
just
like it.
Like a little wall hanging. It's using the mini charms.
Oh.
Bag of the month. You started bag of the month last week. How did it go?
Oh, they loved it. Everybody loved it. It was they came downstairs. They were super excited. So if you haven't signed up for bag of the month in Lexington, make sure you get signed up for it. You will make all of these cute bags over the 6-month course of time. Class 1 is a very informative, talking about tools, uses, talks about a lot of resources and things. I found out things that I didn't know, and I didn't get to take the class. I was kind of sad. But yeah, so now they've got me on the search for a couple things to see if we can get them. But there's lots of fun tips and tricks and skills that you're going to learn throughout the 6-month course. Like I said, I think everybody that came was very excited about it, ready to go, and I can't wait for next month. So make sure in Lexington, if you haven't signed up, hurry up and get signed up if there's still space.
Right. We also, Denise is going to be teaching this highlight quilt at the beginning of April. We are also going to do this serger make it and take it. And people have already been signing up and registering for this. If you're interested in sort of learning what a serger does, and you want to, get a better grasp on why a serger is important, this is going to teach you how to do multiple serger stitches in a round robin fashion. So we just need you to call and save your spot because we are limited on kits. So we only have so many kits. And once the kits are done, then we will not be able to take anybody else. Centerville, we are going to do this in Centerville. We're trying to nail down a day.
Yes.
Oh, I got to fix your thing. You added a class. In basics.
Scroll back up a little.
Oh,
this is the one I want to talk about.
Oh, the jelly roll.
The jelly roll quilt is tomorrow. The jelly roll 1600 quilt. If you're looking for a fun, quick project to do, it doesn't take a lot of prep work or anything. You just need a jelly roll and your thread, and you can make this fun lap quilt. This one was all made with treasured leftovers from other previous projects Miss Carol had done. And so you can do it like that. You can get a coordinating jelly roll like the picture with the Christmas one. But if you're interested, there's still a couple spots. It's I believe it's a daytime. Yeah, it's at
1 o'clock
tomorrow. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, something fun, you don't really have to think too much about it. Come in and take the Jelly Roll 1600 quilt class. We also added hemming basics. So Renee is going to teach this basic hemming class. You're going to learn how to do a hem on denim, how to do a rolled hem, how to do a blind hem. So, that nice hem that you see on the bottom of your dress pants. Rolled hems, we see a lot of those on the bottom of dresses, things like that. Renee is going to teach you how to measure and mark and do these types of hems. We are going to have machines set up with feet, so you'll come in and you'll be able to try out all the different hems. It kind of will be kind of like that round robin style.
Yeah.
And you will get to see how it's done on something actual and get to practice all of these stitches on those types of materials. So make sure that you sign up for that if you have any interest in it, and make sure you share that class with any of new sewers, friends that you have, because that is something we get a lot of ask for, and we just added to the schedule, so there is room. It's not full, and it's going to be on a Saturday, so we tried to hit every time slot we could. So, and then we've got some other classes coming up: the folded pot holder, folded star pot holder, the crisscross apron is a good one, the Casablanca bag, which is the water bottle / cell phone holder, and then we've scheduled another ABCs of quilting class to start in May. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get in. We're working on adding some additional classes as well. So keep your eyes peeled.
But not least. Oh, wait. Yes. Last but not least. Did you know that Lexington has Girl Scout cookies? And they've extended Girl Scout cookie season through April. Usually it's over in March, but they've extended it. So if you're in the search for cookies, FYI, in your Ohio, you don't get these kind of cookies.
Yeah, they're different.
So if you see something you need, let us know. We can ship them up to you. But we are a Girl Scout cookie stop. We have just random people that don't even sew that come in here to buy Girl Scout cookies.
There you go.
So there. That's a lot. That's a lot this morning.
It was a lot.
So much information.
Yeah. Come in.
So
Check
much.
out. What do we
is I have something else that I wanted to show, but it's not ready yet, so I can't really show it, but I can give you a little peek.
What's the hint? Oh.
But I can't show you yet because it's not ready yet. So hopefully we can talk about it next week.
Well, what kind of quilting technique would you want to see next week? It's National Quilting Month. And I finished the project, so now I can do something else.
Free
so
motion?
Put in your request. Yeah.
So should I put a survey in the email?
Yeah, and then we'll do a little ditty next Monday too.
That means I have to send an email now, though.
Yeah.
So you're ready.
Well,
you're going to be gone this weekend.
Yeah, that's true. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Quilting with invisible thread. Hand quilting on a sewing machine.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Lots of choices.
Okay.
A binding tutorial. Scott wants to know how to bind.
That's your department.
I do love to bind.
That's Liz. I don't bind.
I love to bind. I learned how to do a facing finish. I love that. That's one of my new favorites. Is a facing finish. I love a bind. I love to bind.
Okay, now we know. National Quilting Month. You might have to do a bind.
I might be in a bind.
You might be in a bind.
I could probably do binding. Maybe. Excuse me. Okay.
Everybody has a great week. Come in. Send your friends in.
It's going to be beautiful this week.
I know.
The lovely hand quilting on the machine sounds great.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We got a vote. One vote, and it's hand quilting.
And it uses invisible. It's like a double.
So we might have to do invisible hand quilting next week and binding the week after.
Maybe.
Okay. All right, everyone.
Have a great week.
Make sure you call to schedule for your classes. Project Linus.
Yeah.
Long arm demos. Refer a friend for a demo. So much. It was so much today. I hope everybody's heads don't hurt. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.